Welcome back to Activity Quest, the podcast that's packed with stuff to do. In this week's episode, Adam is off to Twycross Zoo to check out Gruffalo Discovery Land with a bit of a twist. My name's Bex, and every week we go up and down the country on the quest for something epic. This week, Adam is off to Gruffalo Discovery Land at Twycross Zoo near Birmingham. There, he's meeting some super cool people, and he gets to wander around their Christmas trail.
I'm wearing a pass that says VIP.
You are.
But I think the true VIP is you, Adam.
Oh, I'm not sure about that.
Adam has met another Adam. Tell us who you are and what it is that you do here.
Yeah, so I'm Adam. I am Twycross Zoo's PR and content manager. So I work in the marketing team and I get the amazing job of sharing all the fantastic news of Twycross Zoo.
What is Twycross Zoo?
Twycross Zoo is a 61-year-old conservation charity. So we've got a 100-acre zoo here, smack bang in the middle of the country in the Midlands. We care for hundreds of animals from around 80 different species, which is very cool. We also do conservation projects all around the world that our visitors help to fund, which is fantastic.
We have just done something very exciting.
We have.
There are sleigh bells in the background somewhere.
It's that time of year already.
We're approaching Christmas. You have Gruffalo Discovery Land here.
That's right.
All year round.
Yes, every single day.
Talk to us about what that is, and then we can chat about Christmas.
Yes.
At Gruffalo
So
Discovery
the Gruffalo
Land.
Discovery Land is a 4-acre area of Twycross Zoo, and it is essentially a woodland walk that takes you through the story of the Gruffalo, which we all know and love. You get to meet the real-life animals from the book, you get to meet animatronic characters, and there's also cinema screen rooms that play some of the Gruffalo film, and really it's an area of the zoo that's designed to introduce our youngest visitors to the natural world and to the amazing species that are part of that story, with, of course, the Gruffalo involved as well.
We go through some incredible areas in there. In a minute, we're going to meet Jenny, and we're also going to meet Nick.
Correct.
But talk to us about what else there is on that route.
Yes, so as you go around the Gruffalo Discovery Land, you meet all of the characters from the book. So there's animatronics, and as the kids get to press a button, the characters speak to them, tell them a little section of the story. Then they go to little adventure sensory zones where they can smell like a fox and touch and feel the owl's enclosure and habitat and things. So yeah, it's very cool.
Hello, I'm Jenny. I'm a conservation education ranger at Twycross Zoo. So we're based in different areas around the zoo, for example, Butterfly House. So we engage with the public, tell them all awesome facts about the butterflies, but we do have birds in here as well. So we've got 4 different species of bird. So yeah, just educating about conservation, anything that basically people want to know about the animals.
I feel like I'm on holiday. We're always somewhere very warm.
Yes.
It's very tropical feeling.
Yeah.
And there's things. There's things flying everywhere.
Yeah.
What things are flying?
So we have lots of different types of butterflies. So they are tropical species. So anything from the Americas. Yeah, all sorts of different colours. Some are very camouflaged as well. So butterflies will basically have different colours. They can mimic as well other species. They're very complex. So there'll be bright colours like reds and yellows to basically say, I am poisonous, so they don't get eaten as much. And then you have the ones that are more camouflaged. So your giant owl species, very camouflaged, more greys and browns in colour, very big as well in size, and they have a fake eye on the side of their wing as well. So they basically look like an owl to a predator, so they don't get eaten. So loads of different species. Some of the ones that we do have in here, I mentioned the giant owl butterflies, blue morphos are very popular.
Are they these?
Yes, fly past. Again, another large species. We have the egg fly butterflies, also called the blue moon. They're a smaller species, but they have fantastic spots on them, and they're more of a white appearance in the spots, but when they catch the light, they kind of more of a fluorescent blue kind of colour. next to us, we have our lovely speckled pigeon. So he's an African species of pigeon. I've just noticed him in my eyesight. He lives in here as well.
Your badge says that you love
speckled pigeons.
Talking about
yes.
speckled pigeons.
We've got 2 on site. So we have one in the butterfly house and then one in an aviary down in the Gruffalo area as well. So it's called the train aviary. I just love his personality. It's more kind of focused on him as a bird. He can be quite bossy. He's quite a territorial bird. But yeah, his personality is fantastic. And he has those amazing red eyes. So, well, actually around his eyes is all red skin. And we believe that it's to help him not get as hot in a warmer climate. So it's to, let it go a bit of a heat so he's not warm.
I feel a little bit like Cinderella standing in here
Yes.
with butterflies and everything all around me. What's your favourite part about working here and about working with these animals?
So the conservation side, definitely. So we do have tropical species of butterflies in here. Obviously, people don't get to see them every single day. So kind of expressing the value of butterflies being an insect. They're very important. They're pollinators. They've got, again, so many facts about them. Basically just educate about butterflies in general. We talk a lot about our UK species. So this year was kind of the worst off year with monitoring butterflies and not seeing as many. So just raising that awareness really of how important it is, keeping it your garden nice, butterfly friendly, and trying to reduce kind of threats around the insects. So
you've got a favourite bird, speckled
pigeon.
pigeon.
Got a favourite bird.
Favourite butterfly?
Favourite butterfly. Let me think of one that we have in here.
Should we try and see if we can spot one?
Yeah, I'll pick one. It's a little because I do have a few favourites. It's probably the tailed jay. They're quite bright in colour. They're green and they're spotty, so they might be a little bit easier to see. Looking at ones flying round, I quite like the zebra mosaic on how they do fly. They're tiny butterflies, but they have such a kind of quick flight to them, a little bit different to the blue morphos that are a little bit more flowy. Tailed jay, which are green and spotty, and they have black on them, and then the zebra mosaic that fly really, really quick. But their coloration and their pattern is very cool as well. So over on this feed station, we have a zebra or 2 zebra mosaics left and right, and they always sit upside down as well. So at the moment they're feeding, it looks like a little bit of mango. We do feed them different kinds of fruit, anything from papaya. We've got papaya trees in the house as well. So we've got some growing that we'll pick and feed. And then of course we have other fruit as well, selection that we can give to them. But different butterfly species will drink different things. So some will even drink the wee and poo from animals. They like anything sweet and salty, basically. So we also give them the little nectar pipette. So we've got some honey water, very similar to nectar, that they can drink out of. So we'll keep an eye out and see if we can see a tailed jay. But we do have a board here in the butterfly house that has all the different species. So this is the tailed jay. So they eat nectar and rotting fruit.
Wow.
It's lovely. And they come from Asia and Oceania.
And did you say that they have like a tail, like a
long... not the longest compared to other kind of like your swallowtail species, but they have a slight tail to their wing. I'd class them as a small to medium-sized butterfly, so they're not the largest, but again, still incredible coloration. Other unique ones that we have in here, we have the malachite butterfly. So this is the more yellowy green and black coloration to them. They're quite popular to have in here. They do really well with our temperatures and also our humidity. So we try and have it at least 26 degrees. It can get a lot warmer. So we have ways to cool down the house as well as warm it up. But 26 degrees, around 80% humidity is perfect for the butterflies and also for the birds. So these are the other bird species we have in here: red-crested turico, Victoria crown pigeon, and a Nicobar pigeon as well.
Hi, so yes, I'm Nick, and I'm a keeper of the birds, the reptiles, and the invertebrates at Twycross Zoo.
Dare I ask if you have a favourite?
Yes, the giant tortoises.
The giant tortoises?
Giant Alabama tortoises.
Wow, okay. The boa constrictor just gave us a little look as you said that, because we're in the...
To be fair, I've worked with him. He was born here, and I worked with his mom, who was about 13 foot. She was a big boa.
So we're here in... what would you call this?
This is the snake building in the Gruffalo house. Well, we've got two species of snake. We've got our boa constrictor here, and we've got the one that's hiding around the corner, which is our Jamaican boa.
So this boa was born here.
Yeah.
Where are they from in the wild?
South America. So they're from, sort of they're found all over South America, and they're also found into parts of Central America and Mexico as well. So they've got quite a wide range. They're not particularly endangered, this species of snake.
Boa constrictor's famous for constricting.
Yeah, that's right. So they're not poisonous.
Talk to us about the way that it would eat its prey.
Right, so they grab the prey by the head, then they will wrap around it, squeeze, they suffocate, they don't crush. The biggest misconception with snakes, constricting snakes, is that they actually crush the prey. They don't. They suffocate it, stop it breathing. Once it's dead, they will then eat it head first. Now that's because if you take an animal head first, the fur and the legs and that all go nicely down in one way. If you try to take it the other way, the fur sticks up in the throat. And that's true of any animal that takes whole prey. Our penguins are the same. Our penguins take the fish head first because the fins will also lie down that way. So another common misconception is that the snake dislocates their jaws to swallow the prey. They don't. It's just the jaws configured very differently from ours, and they can really stretch out, and they're not attached the same way ours are, but they don't exactly dislocate, but they can stretch outwards and they can swallow prey. So he could take something, he's about 8-9 foot now, and he could take probably a big rabbit easily.
Wow, okay.
Here at the zoo, generally we feed him rats and quail, particularly quail's quite a favourite, obviously, he quite likes them, but he's only fed once every 2 months.
So he's not hungry?
No, he doesn't need to. Unlike reptiles, unlike mammals, reptiles get their energy from outside, so that's why they bask in the sunlight, whereas we eat food to produce our energy, so that's why we have to eat constantly. A snake, like one big meal like that in 2 months is absolutely fine. If we feed him any more than that, he's likely to get overweight.
Wow, so if somebody's listening and they want to get into animals and they want to get into zoology and they want to kind of learn more, perhaps they want to specifically learn about reptiles, how would you say is the best way to get into it?
Well, when I went to university, you could only pretty much do a zoology degree and that was it. These days there's a lot more scope out there, so there's actually specific courses, especially at a lot of the colleges like Sparshock College or Rob Baston College. They do a lot of specific courses that are almost designed for zookeeping, and they do exotics and that, and volunteering's always good. Yeah, a lot of people that start here as keepers, they volunteered at places before. Now these days, not so many places do volunteering as when I was a kid, but you can still find it. And any sort of volunteering with animals is always good on a resume, to be honest with you, even if it's kennel work or something like that. Always step in the right direction. And then, you want to look into getting into a course for an animal-related course. So say I did zoology, but that's because there was nothing else out there when I was at uni. These days, there's a lot more specialist courses you can look into.
And something very special at the moment, as I said, we're approaching perhaps the most important time of the year, the most wonderful time of the year, Christmas. Yes. The Gruffalo's wearing a hat, Santa hat.
Correct.
What is special about now?
So we've got a brand new event this year, which is Christmas at the Gruffalo Discovery Land, and it is taking that amazing 4-acre land and turning it into a magical winter experience. So there's snow everywhere, snow's falling, there's Christmas lights, there's Christmas music and cheer, and you can roast a marshmallow, and of course you can meet Santa whilst you're here as well. It's really magical.
I have my photo with Santa.
Excellent.
I was on my best behaviour. I asked for some Lego. He assured me I was on the nice list.
Excellent.
So I'm going to hold him. I'm going to hold him to that. I expect it under the tree. There's also a show halfway through.
Yes, there is a Santa show, so you can go sit down, watch, sing some songs with Santa, have some magic festive cheer. I think he's got his naughty or nice o-matic, which tells the crowd whether they're on the naughty or nice list, which is fantastic.
How do people book their tickets? I'm sure it's probably selling out very fast.
Yes, it is. So make sure you head straight to our website, which is twycrosszoo.org, and you'll see tickets are available there. We've got different combination tickets, so whether you're a current zoo ticket holder or not, you'll be able to find the right ticket for you and come and join us for a magical Christmas.
Thanks, Adam. And if you want to find out more, just search for Twycross Zoo. That is spelt TWY, by the way. That is all the time we've got for you this week. I'm Bex, and this has been a podcast from the UK's children's radio station, Fun Kids. You can listen to me on your DAB digital radio, online, on the free Fun Kids mobile app, and on your smart speaker. Just say Play Fun Kids every weekday from 4 p.m. See you soon.